To me, perhaps the true joy of rugby has always been the sheer versatility of the game. The sport is whatever you want it to be. There's so many ways to win and even more ways to get there. And it's rare to see those differences of opinion articulated as cleanly as they are in the current top four of the Gallagher Premiership. Up until the season suspension, Exeter Chiefs had scored 48 tries in 13 games. 29, however, of those 48 tries came from inside 5 metres. Drive overs, sneak overs, shove overs, maul the hell out of it overs, and moreover, products of patience. There's a confidence in all they do. When this lovely backs move fails to finish, Exeter don't rush and offload. They don't really worry about quick ball, just the ball, because the entire 15 believes in their ability, their calm, their control. They believe they're going to score. They believe in the system. Of the 29 tries from 5 metres out, only 3 of them were the result of spotting something, of handling a mismatch, a worked overlap. They're willing to look, but the main thrust is to just grind, because that's how Exeter do it. That's how Exeter know it will work, and most importantly, their forwards know how to finish. Now, these are not amateur dunk downs. Finishing is a specialist skill. It's an often ignored specialist skill within rugby, and Exeter's forward pack are the best in the business at it. However, it's a very different kind of firmness that's helped the team in second hit those heights. And that team is, of course, Sale Sharks. Are we sure? Sale aren't in 6th? Is that allowed to happen? Have we checked this? Sorry, Sale aren't in... Okay, fine, right, Sale are in 2nd. Okay, whatever. Sale Sharks. Right, the source of most of Sale's scores is very different to Exeter's. Whilst attention is going on the sheer size of their team at the minute, with big boy Manu Tuolangi now joining fellow significant lad Johan van Rensburg in the centres, perhaps the most interesting feature of their play is actually exactly the opposite. Sale have scored a remarkable 12 tries from interceptions this season. That's across 13 games. This is partly down to their willingness to let their back three roam, even in defence. Few teams would encourage a winger like Byron McGuigan to defend so centrally, but Sale love using his speed and anticipation as a pressure point. He's picked off plenty, but their defence is structured to make amends if he doesn't. This isn't do or die, it's do or... there'll be a bruise or two, but we're not dying over this. Sale, who actually in 2nd, fine, defence, is the most attack-focused in the league, and it's been crucial in keeping them in the hunt and making it look like they're not going to finish 6th for the first time, I genuinely think, ever. However, the real thrills in attack come once you get into the 3rd and 4th positions. Bristol already have a reputation for being the Premiership's great entertainers, and that's just on social media, but joining Kiwi Frillbart Charles Piutau in the backline this year is Semi Radrada. Like, possibly the most exciting player from last year's World Cup is now headed to the club, probably best known for getting the most out of their flair outside backs. If this isn't a reason to tune in, I don't know what it... Semi Radrada, of course you're tuning into that. However, if Bristol's attack is built on creating space for these danger men, Northampton's is less about creating space and more best using the space already out there on the pitch. Most Northampton Saints tries seem to come out of completely nowhere. They look like well-coordinated opportunism, but that's because their system is built to capitalise rather than to create. A missed tackle these days isn't the opening it was 10 years ago. However, it does mean your defensive system will be slightly out of sorts, and that's what Northampton are looking to exploit. When they target one player to make him slip off, miss, he's not the guy they're worried about. He's not the focus of the attack. It's actually about making everyone else try and cover for the guy missing the tackle. Northampton then target the space that would have belonged to those players trying to make amends. This try, eventually finished by Matt Proctor, is a case of Furbank looking like he's going to beat his fellow George, Mr. Ford, which encourages the winger to step in to help make the tackle, but it breaks the system. This was always Saints' plan. Targeting Ford was not about Ford himself. It was about twisting the Tigers' defence so that they all help Ford out. And all it takes is Furbank to continue running his previous line to turn it into an overlap that allows Proctor to score in the corner. Because as we head into what is now the close season after a chunky break, this is a top 4 all very able to take the title. But all trying to do so in incredibly different ways. If that doesn't represent the true joy of rugby, I don't know what will.